Hey world, this is Minotaurus. How is everyone doing? It's been about almost 5 days since I haven't uploaded a video. So sorry for that, but I will be restarting that from today. Again, it was a 3-day weekend in Singapore. What I've done, I didn't do anything. It was one of those weekends that I just had to let things out. Watch a movie, drink, just do nothing, read some Japanese manga. Didn't make any inputs outputs. But you just had those just had to be those weekends. But I'm refreshed, and I'll be restarting this. It's already 40 seconds in, so I'm going to be jumping into the Singapore Asian news. So let's look at the usual CNA. I will have three things to just talk about from today. One is, the usual COVID-19, 2026, one community cases, but from prison inmate. So I really hope that, and I haven't really seen that kind of news before, but I really hope that this case doesn't spread within the prison, and increase the cases. Secondly, I have noticed a news this news. I think a lot of the Singaporeans probably have seen this as well. This is about actually requiring those SHN people to wear electronic devices that can track you down if you actually go out of your premises, which you're not allowed to do during stay home notice, so-called aka SHN, taking the alphabet of the each word. So this is actually very new. I don't think any other countries has adopted this anywhere, where you are actually tracking down people like this, because SHN doesn't mean you're infected. SHN means it's just a precautionary measure that governments will implement for those who may be in a higher risk of being infected. So right now, if you're coming from overseas to Singapore, there are about two types of stay home notice, or 14-day quarantine. One is for the broader incomings, where you're put on stay home notice for 14 days, 14 days, 2 weeks. That is at your home, or wherever you want to be, but you need to stay in the premises for 14 days. You cannot go out. Okay. Second, you will be put into designated places. You need to pay $2,000 in Singapore, Singapore dollars. You need to stay in one of those hotels or whatever facilities that government you put you in. You can not go out of there, but you'll be served with food and everything. So this device will be serving the first cases where you can stay at home for 14 days. But because there's been some cases people went out when they're not supposed to, or maybe it's about the manpower who just cannot monitor them on 24-hour basis, right? They will visit you every once in a while. They will call you every once in a while to make sure that you are actually stay in your home. So this device, it's actually a wearable device. Excuse me. There's a watch type of wristband. That's probably what the GPS device is actually, in this little round thing. This white thing right here is actually, you can actually plug it into your inlet at home, and that's probably like a transmitter that's supposed to be tracking your device down on your wrist. So whenever this distance is so far apart, they know that you are out of your game. So it's really like a one of those, what do you call it, inmate, what, anklet, or it could be even seen as one of those, if you're one of those offenders that are supposed to be tracked down even after you're out of prison for whatever amount of time that they need to serve. It's one of those, it's very controversial, we have to say. But it is said that no personal information is supposed to be transmitted through this device, and only selected government officials can have access to these data, and it will be only used, let's say, when something goes wrong. But at the same time, it's very, 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 very sensitive. I think this matter. It's been discussed a lot so far. It hasn't really discussed, recently. I haven't really seen any information, but it's now implemented. I think it's the world's first track down kind of framework for anything. And like I said, it's just not for infected people. This is for people who are, taking precautionary measures that they could be infected. So it's a very, very strict measure, I believe, in the world for Singapore to put, to actually implement this electronic device. Now, thirdly and last, Malaysia. I think this is a good sign. So Malaysia is putting measures for these, compulsory mask wearing law or whatever, to only be applicable for those that is congested within the public area. So, for example, if you're just walking outside where there's no one out there and very socially distanced, you don't need to wear a mask, right? So this is a very realistic measure, because right now, probably in Malaysia and also in Singapore, it's mandatory to wear a mask outside, unless you're doing certain activities that you're sweating like crazy, or you're on the bike, or you're absolutely it's very uncomfortable, or you're working out very hard. So if this can be also implemented to Singapore, I would like that, and I think a lot of people would like that, because right now, even if you're going to walk out to get a quick coffee from your favorite coffee shop, which is not very congested, taking a lot of social distance measures, you still have to wear a mask. So it's just not that comfortable, right? So if this is actually implemented, it will be a very, very nice measure, I think, for us as well. So thank you for watching. That's over 5 minutes already, 6 minutes and 44 seconds. So if you like this kind of just catching the video, catching the news in a very short time manner, 7 minutes is too much, so I'll try to keep it more and more tight, so you can input your headlines very quickly. And I hope I can do that in the morning, so that you know what to talk about, you know what you need to know that on that day, so that it could help you a little bit more, and I'll try to speak more clearly. And I've been speaking for a while, but anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like this kind of thing. We'll be doing some more other videos in terms of having more focuses to certain things. So thank you again. We'll see you tomorrow again.